4 days that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant. Then there was another rumor that she was not only pregnant, but potentially pregnant by a young baller, basketball player.
A young baller.
That was the quote that was in the news. It said a young baller. I'm assuming they meant basketball player.
So Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is pregnant with another man's child. So technically she is obviously a widow to him because he sadly lost his life with their daughter in a helicopter crash like 5 or 6 years ago. But she's now moved on and is having a child with another man.
The internet was recently rocked by Vanessa Bryant once more. Rumor has claimed that she may be carrying Jaylen Brown's child, and she has been spotted cuddling up to the Celtics star. This story is becoming more complicated by the day, and the streets are calling it a trap move. However, before we continue, let us quickly go back to the time when the pregnancy rumors first surfaced online. In June, the internet went crazy over what seemed to be the year's biggest celebrity scoop. On all of the main social media networks, a single narrative dominated conversations that Vanessa Bryant was expecting a baby. Allegedly, she was carrying the child of Jaylen Brown, a young baller. Now that the timelines appeared to line up, they bought the story. Jaylen was theoretically available and suited the storyline of Vanessa, perhaps dating a young basketball player because he had recently broken up with WNBA player Kezri Gondrzejczyk.
4 days that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, was pregnant. Then there was another rumor that she was not only pregnant, but potentially pregnant by a young baller, basketball player.
A young baller.
That was the quote that was in the news. It said a young baller. I'm assuming they meant basketball player.
Many people accepted the captivating visual narrative of the widely shared photo collages without thinking. Frequently misunderstood to imply a romantic relationship, the picture collages of Vanessa Bryant and Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown featured the two at several public occasions side by side or in combination. And it was well received because even prior to the pregnancy rumors, there had been reports of Vanessa going out with certain NBA players. Rob Pelinka, Kobe's best buddy, his former agent, and someone who has been connected to Vanessa for years, was among the names that were mingled on the streets. Remember that Instagram post where she wished Rob a happy birthday? The caption was warm, thoughtful, not flashy, just real personal, and that alone had people ready to scream scandal. Let us not mince words. Rob has been married for many years. People close to Vanessa vowed that their connection is based on decades of history and the sorrow of Kobe's death. However, nuance is irrelevant to the internet, which only seeks and as the rumors began to circulate, they continued. Then, unexpectedly, Paul Gasol's name entered the rumor mill. Additionally, if you know Paul, you are aware that he was more than simply Kobe's teammate. Paul did more than just send flowers and dip when Kobe passed away. He attended all of Vanessa's events, including her girls' birthdays, holidays, family meals, and more. That loyalty, and the dude was there, people were talking about it. Things went left when Paul allegedly sent Vanessa a massive bouquet of white roses for Valentine's Day. Not red, not flashy, white, elegant, intentional. Fans went nuts when they saw that. According to some, that is brotherhood and respect. No, that is more than friendship, said others. Then her story suddenly took on a new level of drama, and have faith in the internet community, they became really noisy. One user typed it raw. "We know Kobe was in the process of divorcing her when he died. She is no good. She and her mama blackmail Kobe into marrying her. If that Italian is pursuing her, it's likely he is mostly interested in Kobe's money. Vanessa must realize that the dirt one does is coming back to that individual. Why is she celebrating the birthday of one of Kobe's friends? He is not a child and he can pay for his own celebration. Further, children are not interested in attending old folks' birthdays. We know the time of day." Another one chimed in, just as harsh. "Rob, stay away from Vanessa Bryant. Respect Kobe RIP. If you ever do get close, you a traitor. Kobe's watching. Mamba mentality." So when them pregnancy rumors hit, folks were quick to buy it. Invitations to the baby shower should have been in the mail by now, but it did not sit well with Vanessa. She immediately posted denial memes on Instagram that exuded Rihanna's enthusiasm. First post, Rihanna in goggles, middle finger up with the caption, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer." Second post, just as savage. "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." Point made, she clapped back without words, just memes, and let the world know she's not here for the mess.
Fortunately, earlier in the week, Vanessa came out to clear up the rumor. She said, "I'm enjoying my summer, not pregnant." Basically like I'm ignoring the rest of the rumors. So we know that part's not true. What's interesting to me, though, is people's reaction to it. Like, people were bent out of shape, especially dudes were like really, really bent out of shape at the idea that Vanessa Bryant.
The damage was already done. Both sides of the internet were deeply offended by that pregnancy rumor. Men came out strongly, claiming that it was disrespectful to Kobe that she should still make room for him after 5 years. However, the female audience supported her, stating that 5 years of grief is more than sufficient, and it is her right if she has discovered happiness once more.
Kobe wife pregnant and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on. Actually, no, when you got kids by Kobe Bryant, you ain't never supposed to disgrace his legacy. See, this be y'all problem. Y'all think she on the same scale as y'all when she not. You gotta understand. You got pregnant by a regular person in the hood who got smoked by trying to rob the wrong person. Not her. She got pregnant by the Black Mamba. She's supposed to die a legend, just like him. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have access to no more funds or my estate. Tell your new dude to pay for your lifestyle.
So it's a lot of people that's up in arms about the news that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. I definitely need to stay out of straight folks' business, because was she supposed to stay single forever? Is that what we're doing? She was supposed to stay single forever.
What began as rumors escalated into a full-fledged gender conflict. Both sides are taking shots, emotions are running high, and opinions are all over the place as males shout foul and women demand respect. And no one was remaining silent about the common menace. One user wrote, "She didn't cheat. She's been a widow for over 3 years. Life goes on. She needs to live her life. Let her be." Another said, "Vanessa is widower who hasn't dated for 5 years after Kobe death. She is still young, has needs, and deserves happiness. If she's pregnant, she's grown. Most men has a woman 5 days after their wife's passing. Concentrate on your life and family." While others weren't as forgiving and outright ignited old flames, writing, "She put up with years of being cheated on. She stood by his side through most of it. She shouldn't have to hide away and never fall in love again." Before long, the question had evolved beyond simply asking if Vanessa was pregnant. Does she even have the right to continue living her life in the spotlight? People are monitoring her recovery as if it were their duty. She was able to uphold Kobe's legacy despite some yelling. "She has the right to live," others are yelling. One user wrote bluntly, "Nobody's saying she can't live her life, but Kobe gave her 4 kids. She should be done. Anything else is disrespect to Kobe and his daughter." Another just cut cold, "She was a bad choice for Kobe from day one. Harsh, no filter." Let us face it though, Vanessa Bryant has endured more misery than most people could ever fathom. She is still recovering over losing Kobe and their daughter Gianna in an accident. And it is her concern, not ours, not the trolls, and not the self-appointed guardians of Kobe's legacy, if she is finding a little peace, joy, or even love again. She is an adult woman. One dude put it, "Vanessa Bryant is free to live her life as she pleases. It's unfortunate she lost her husband and child. However, she is free to do as pleases. She's a grown woman who knows what's best for her. Mind your own business." While this other user said, "Whether it's Jaylen Brown or someone else, it's okay. Leave her alone, damn." But still, the whispers ain't dead. For some, she will always be Kobe's widow. Others see her as merely a woman attempting to move on from adversity. In any case, the public opinion court is not giving up just yet. The major issue now is Vanessa actually connected to Jaylen Brown in ways that none of us anticipated, or is this simply another crazy online rumor? Does your opinion of her change if she becomes pregnant, or do you believe she has earned the freedom to move on whatever she pleases? Leave a comment below with your opinion.